All right, YouTube, but what's going on? We're bringing you back another MX Bikes video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Lakewood. We're going to be talking about the aerial race and everything to that nature. We're in Troy's Deddy, which is on a race right now. I'm not going to really do too much in this race just because I want to talk to you guys. But yeah, I mean, Lakewood, not my favorite track. Honestly, I think I'm going to title this video, "The Track Sucked," and it basically did. I honestly think it could have been better, could have been way better. That's not taking away from the fact that like TFC makes good tracks. It's just it was not good in the racing aspect. I think Lynn's put it like perfect. If you guys, I'll link his video in the description. But it like the racing line was just inside. I think what he said was just perfect, honestly. In NA, we actually did EU. We did EU, and I don't remember anything in EU. I'm not gonna lie with you guys. I don't remember what place we got. I don't remember. Only thing I do remember is in Moto number 2, it was me and Hoffman from RD, and all I did was throw freestyle tricks. I was down that bad. So, and I'm also in EU in Moto number 2. There was only 19 people that survived the race. Everybody else DQ'd, and I'm pretty sure only 25 started the race, and we finished the race with 19 people, and I was 19th. So that just tells you how good the track was for EU, for anybody in EU. And then in NA, we did better. Moto 1, you guys saw yesterday. We rode really good, honestly. We rode consistent. I felt like I was doing really good. I was dropping 204s, 205s, and I was happy with that. My fast lap was like a 202 or something like that, so I was 3 seconds off the pace, but at the same time, I felt good and I felt consistent, so I was just like happy with it. There's a couple laps here and there that we obviously just like ate crap and just not good, but overall, Moto 1 way better. Moto 2, I actually got a better start than Moto 1, and I just threw everything away. I don't know what I was doing. I was riding so bad. I went from like, I want to say top 10 to, I think, like outside of, I think I got 19th. Yeah, 19th. I went from like top 10 to 19th in the Moto. It was not good. Not good at all. But overall, I mean, I think it was 17th overall, I think. So I'll take 17th overall. It was better than High Point. It was better than Hangtown and Paula. So we'll take it, move on to the next week. And that, let's talk about the track, yeah? Let's talk about the track. I mean, this is a perfect example right here. That line right there, just not good. The ruts in this game, and not in this game, just on these tracks. I even say go back to Paula and Hangtown. I wasn't a big fan of the ruts. I think this track really showed that it needs to be bigger. I said this in my reaction video, the ruts need to be bigger, and it came to fruition because all the ruts were super tiny. Like even this rut right here, like I just didn't, I don't know what TFC was thinking here. That one was fine because it kind of like banks it, but most of the ruts were really bad, and especially with the E road, it's really hard to get your bike in there and stay in the rut. I found it really hard, and I almost destroyed Old Faithful there, but I found it really hard. I think everybody kind of hated the ruts. I think a lot of people hated the ruts. I even posted in my video, I put a comment down there on the pin section or whatever, or the comments, and I just said there's gonna be a lot of negative feedback, and there's definitely was a lot of negative feedback. And I think TFC is going to do better next week at High Point. I really do. We just got to find out and see, honestly. I think there's a couple other things as well that I think could be better, which would be the SpongeBobs. Let's not place them on the track. Like, there's certain like areas like this right here. Like, I feel like the SpongeBobs can go a little bit farther out on this whole section, right? I think they can go a little bit farther out. Sometimes when you're racing in this, and with the track being 1-to-1, you're not going to be able to stay on the track. Like, it's not possible sometimes, you know? So, I think it's hard to stay on the track as well when you're doing that. Like, some of them are fine, but I would just push them out a little bit more. I think that would help out the racing. This guy better not take me out. Okay, good. But I think that would help out the racing, honestly. and it would just be better because you would be able to move around the track a little bit better. I think another thing that could be better is textures. My game is not so bad. Like I can see the ruts, or not ruts. I can see the lines per se, but I think that's when I have everything up on high. I think a lot of people have their game running at like super low because like the frames, and so it's really hard to see like the individual ruts and everything and the braking bumps and everything to that nature. So I think if you can change the textures up a little bit, tiny bit, like show where the lines are at, like where the ruts are going in and out, I think that would be beneficial. I also think that the E-Road could be, I don't even know how you fix E-Road, honestly, in this game. Because, like, in JV's E-Road, it doesn't, I feel like it doesn't dig down. Like, JV's, like, it does, but it doesn't at the same time. I feel like it's smooth all the way around. It just kind of, like, it's almost like Sim, where it's, like, it just shows and doesn't really affect too much. I think that could be a play, especially with the smaller ruts, because I feel like if the ruts are smaller and then the E-Road gets deeper and deeper, it's hard to get the bike in there, and it's hard to not have a Poboso physic bounce, if that makes sense. I think so. I think the E-Road could be a little bit different. And then I also think that the braking bumps need to change a little bit. I don't think there needs to be braking bumps inside middle of ruts. I think the bike needs to settle. I don't mind like those big braking bumps, like that's fine, you know what I'm saying? And then kind of get rid of them towards the entrance of the corner. I know in real life that there's going to be braking bumps going into ruts, I know that. However, in this game, it's really hard to settle like your bike without getting the physics, like the Poboso physics sometimes. And so I think that could be changed a little bit and just let your bike settle more. And then I think the racing will be better. I forgot to mention this as well. TFC really needs to put a low quality version. He also, I think, needs to work on the cuts. A lot of people don't like the cuts too. I don't even like the cuts. I feel like you can't make a mistake and you'll get a penalty for it, which I think is not fair in this game. So I think he needs to work on the cuts. I think he needs a low quality version. And I think that would be beneficial for everybody. I know all of the feedback that I just kind of said is already being talked about. And I know that TFC was on vacation. That's what I've heard. So he wasn't able to change the first like couple 3 rounds, which is fine. I hope that High Point coming up in about a week is better. I really hope that, because we already have a lot of people uninstalling the game. A lot of people are already just not wanting to play. For example, I know Cam from Element, he uninstalled the game during the EU. I know Ryder uninstalled the game after NA Moto 2. He said, I'm done with this. I know Dylan from X Crew also Alt F Ford, so that was fun. I know Hurls also wants to quit. I know Evmu is racing sim. So there's a lot of things that I think need to change for those guys to come back. And I don't think it's just the track either. I think it's part of the game. I think the physics needs to be worked on. We talked about this a little bit in the other video. So I think there's a lot of things that are in play for that. But with that being said, I really hope that TFC kind of just listens to the feedback, kind of adapts it, and kind of just goes from there. I think he can do it. Honestly, I think he can do it. I think it will be fine. And maybe in a couple of races from now, the tracks are going to be like perfect, you know? So hopefully that's the case. And we can not ever talk about bad tracks again, because I think he doesn't make bad tracks. I think it's just not suitable for racing. Kazi put it in one of my comments in the reaction video that he needs to stop doing 1-to-1. And I think that will be beneficial if he doesn't. I think it would just make the racing better. You could do different lines and everything to that nature. So, because there's a lot of times in this race, you're not taking any other line than the fast line, right? You're not taking any other line than the insides, which is not what we want. We want to explore the track. I think that's what JV kind of does really good. And all of his tracks are able to move around and it still go like the same speed, which I think is really good. So I compare it to JV because that's the other series going on, the MXGP one. Oh, I didn't crash at all this whole race, and then that's where I crashed. But I compare it to JV just because that's the other series going on, and those tracks are just like perfect. I know he uses different software than TFC, but after going from those tracks to these, it's just really hard not to compare, you know. So But on a side note, I'm happy that we have tracks every week. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm happy that we do have tracks. I just hope that we can get the feedback heard, and then he's able to adapt and change up the tracks a little bit. So going from all of that, and a lot of people started playing Sim yesterday, so that was fun. I even dabbled in it a little bit. And I think I'm going to start a new series called The Road to 1,000 Hours. The title is going to be worked on, obviously, but I really am bad at Sim, so you guys are going to see some more Sim content. I messaged Kazi and I was just like, yo, if you do more lobbies on Sim, I'll definitely join up, get some YouTube content from that, because writing around myself is not as fun compared to like having people in the lobby just messing around and trying to get better at the same time. So be on the lookout for more Sim content. You guys will see how bad I am in the videos coming up, and then it will just be like kind of basically starting in square one. I only have like, I'm going to say less than 10 hours on the game. It's hard to track the hours because it's not on Steam. It's like a standalone game. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do that, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. And on the Plays channel, we just started playing Amnesia, which is a new game that just came out. It's a horror game. It's definitely scary as shit. Very, very scary. And I definitely got jump scared like 3 times in the first episode. The first episode will be linked in the description below, so definitely check it out. Leave a like. We're also going to maybe play some Riders Republic. It's on sale, so we might do that. Maybe even on this channel. We might throw it up on this channel. I don't know yet, because it is like mountain biking. There's snowboarding, stuff like that. But I definitely took away that line. Oh, you're good, baby. But yeah, so we might play some Rider Republic, probably on the Plays channel, or maybe throw it on here. I don't know. But and then also Liza P. I keep saying Liza Pi, but it's Liza P. It's like a Souls game. But yeah, just be on the lookout for some more play stuff. Hopefully you guys are checking it out. I say hopefully 3 times every single time I say hopefully. I don't know why, but definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun. We're doing a lot of things on there. There's a lot of games coming out that are going to be a lot of fun. So definitely check out the Plays channel. Leave a like if you guys enjoy that stuff. And if you guys enjoy just my content in general, I appreciate that. But let me know what you guys think about the track in the comments below. If you guys enjoy it, or if you guys are never going to go back on this track. Honestly, I don't know if I'll ever go back on this track after this video. Honestly, I might go back to Hangtown and practice Hangtown, because I think Hangtown might be a better suited track to practice on, or even Paula, honestly. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys hit the like button. If you guys made it this far, drop a comment and drop a W in the comments below if you guys made it this far in the video. I appreciate you guys for real. Thank you guys so much for the love, and we'll catch you guys back here in the next video. I'm out. Peace. P.S. If you guys are wondering why my voice is different, it's because it's early in the morning and I got family members sleeping and I don't want to be too loud. So I'm out. Peace.